And we are live. Welcome to Out of the Draft Podcast, Season 4, Episode 23. I'm Dylan.
My name is also Dylan, aka DA.
My name is Cody, aka Cody the Bear, and aka Cody the Cripple.
My name's also Dylan, but nothing special. USA on top.
That's for sure. And we also have DJ and Hunter with us. They're a little AFK at the moment, but they will join us in the middle of that, so no worries there.
What Dumboy meant to say was aka Cinnamon Stick.
Cinnamon Stick. Okay.
You look at the Syracuse orange.
We're just starting off wild tonight, but how was y'all's weekend? First of all, before we get into the racing,
Quite good, really good. I enjoyed the racing this week a lot.
The weekend was fun. Yesterday was fun, I guess. Not really, but yeah, we ball. It was pretty good.
It was good. Didn't really do much, but that was good.
for sure, it was the 250th birthday for the United States. Glad to be an American, for sure.
Happy birthday, Trevor Bain.
Happy birthday, Trevor Bain, 20 years old. Well, we did have some racing. We'll start off with the Cup race. It kind of started off a little wonky. We had some cautions right away, literally coming on the backstretch, starting the race, with Connor Zillage not even making a lap. So his fifth straight oval race, I think, with the DNF is what they said, right? Is that what they said on the broadcast? Was something like that?
Yeah.
Wild to me. We thought with the momentum that he had with Sonoma finishing seventh, he was gonna bring something together, but obviously it didn't work out for him. It was his fault, but not really. He just was trying to miss a wreck, and then he couldn't save it, and so. And then we move on to a little bit later, and you had Zane Smith tries to dump Carson Hocevar, ends up wrecking himself in the process. And so those two drivers were kind of done for the time being. They weren't nowhere to be found after that. What else was also Austin Hill?
I know Austin Hill and SVG later in that stage.
Yeah. Okay. Too. So yeah, the first stage was like a short track. It was crazy. SVG kind of punts Austin Hill going to the 3. And then there was a lot of things in the car, like on the radio, but also things outside of the radio, which is we'll get into for a little later. Stage 1 goes to William Byron. Stage 2 is kind of green flag, and stuff like that. William Byron as well. He ends up winning the stage.
Was that the Larson cell spin in stage 2?
Yeah,
or was that stage 3?
Yeah, Larson. I think it was stage 2. That was a self spin by him, and then stage 3 was kind of up in the air. Like we didn't know if we're going to see a lot of cautions, like we've had the first 2 stages. It kind of went green for most of it. William was in the lead, and then the 19 short pitted a lap before he did. That's what got him the lead. And so Briscoe and the Toyotas were fast the whole race, but William was good on the short run. That's how he was able to keep the lead and with the dirty air. And then we'll kind of get into the finish here. You had Christopher Bell, who pitted 2 laps later. Then Briscoe was in some traffic. He was getting held up a little bit. Christopher Bell is coming really, really fast. And then, that was not where I wanted to go with that. And he just couldn't go. He couldn't pass him. Dirty air was pretty real at that moment. Chase Briscoe did a really good job at defending every corner, and Chase Briscoe got the dub. So that kind of gave you a glimpse of our race here. We can kind of give it a rating. First, just rate the race, and then we'll kind of rate Chicagoland. Actually, I don't know what Hunter's got, so we won't do that just yet. But so for me, the race was pretty good. I mean, it was better than I expected, actually. I didn't know what to expect because I thought it was going to be so tire saving that it was going to turn into like Darlington there was earlier in the season. It was kind of boring, but this one was a lot of bumper tag, and it was a good finish. Good run to the finish there. I give it an 8.2. I thought it was a solid race. That's what I think it deserves. How about you?
Yeah, I like the racing a lot. I mean, like I said, I had lower expectations with how the cars are and how difficult it can be to pass with the dirty air, but you were able to make something happen. So, and the multi-groove racing up like 3 or 4 different lanes, very bottom, the middle. You could rip the Larson line up high. It was entertaining seeing the different runoffs and different strategies have going on near the end. I would give it like an 8.1.
Yeah, I didn't see the first stage because we were dead asleep. But other than that, stage 2 and 3 were fun to watch. I enjoyed it. Mostly green flag, except for when Larson spun himself. That was fun. But I think the race was actually pretty good. I didn't have like an opinion on how it was going to be, if it was going to be good or bad, right? I went into the weekend having kind of like an unknown. Like it has a chance to be good, it has a chance to be bad, like knowing how the car is. Um, Obviously, I knew the Raleigh race was going to be good, right? So that was pretty obvious. But I think the Cup race was definitely an 8.4.
Yep, I'm gonna agree with Cody. I'll give it an 8.4. That's been the number in my head the whole time. So he kind of hit all the marks. I'm not gonna be a broken record here.
Welcome in, Hunter. You can go ahead and give your rating on the Cup race here.
Um, Honestly, I didn't hear anything anybody said, so I might sound like a broken record here. Um, I'd give it like an 8. I thought when there was a little bit of chaos earlier in the race, when there was cautions, the racing was obviously more entertaining because everybody's around each other. Stage 3, I felt like once the field spread out, it was kind of boring. Um, Byron and Briscoe were the two dominant ones that were in the early run in stage 3. And then, I mean, the ending was pretty cool watching Bell run Briscoe down. But I thought, other than that, stage 3 was kind of uneventful. So I'd give it about an 8.
For sure. We don't have DJ's rating, but pretty average for all of us. So 8.2 is our average there. So I feel like that's where it was. I feel like the race was exactly there. Um, it was kind of boring at the end, but or like in the middle of stage 3. But once the field was all together, 3 wide, even 4 wide at sometimes on the restarts. So yeah, really good stuff there. What I want to get to is the finishers. So if each of us has 2 drivers to highlight, I can go ahead and do mine while other people are probably looking theirs up. By the way, my NASCAR app just crashed, so that's good. That's
Nice.
that's phenomenal. As yeah,
That's good.
I cannot even see the race results. By the way,
Me neither. I know one though.
well, I guess I'll give my uh, who I was surprised with. Um, I mean, Austin Cindric was really good. I was pretty shocked. I mean, he stayed out there on old tires, and he was still able to get fourth in the stage when he did. And then he was kind of a top 10, top 12 guy all day. Um, so I really would give him praises. The guy that really struggled that I thought would have a better day, just based off of the tire, was SVG. I thought he could save a little bit more tire, but he kind of got into a little bit of a scramble, as we talked about earlier. But I just thought he was going to do a lot better than what he did. So bad on him.
Right. So for my drivers, I'm gonna go ahead and take an obvious one here. Some people probably thinking about, maybe not. Ninth place, Corey Heim. Tricky had not seen him before. Went ahead, had an excellent day in that 67 Toyota. Now he's really fast. He kind of just kept digging in, gradually making it up the field, and got away with the top 10 finish. So good on him. And a driver that really struggled, at least to me, was Brad. Brad Keselowski was really slow. I mean, You saw Busher up there. He was kind of fast. He didn't really have a good ending to this race either. But Brad was in the back around like 25th to 20th all race. He just did not have the speed that we saw earlier in the season.
Are we going back to like the normal order where it's me now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
All right. For me, I was going to go Corey Heim, but I'll go with his teammate Riley Herbst, top 10 finish. Um, Honestly, ever since he's found out that he's losing his ride, he has been extremely impressive.
Yeah.
It's kind of like it unlocked something for him, and he's turned it on. So a top 10 finish from him. Um, I'll save the other one because I know Dunboy wants to talk about him, so I'll let him do that because he doesn't get to talk about him very often in a positive
Aw,
aspect.
that's sweet.
But another guy that I want to touch on that fairly impressive, Joey Logano, 12th place finish. I know that doesn't seem that impressive, but if you saw the speed and saw the pace that car had in practice and qualifying to come out 12th place and really just, I mean, battle all night long, just slowly but surely move his way through the field. Really impressive run, and that kind of shows why he's a three-time champ. I mean, definitely nowhere near a top. In my opinion, I don't think he had a top 15 car, but he was able to battle his way through there and get a top 12. So good run by him.
I'll go with my first one since this one since we already said it. I also had two guys to look at that we already said, but I'll go Riley Herbst, but just by looking at him as, I seen this video that were like, Riley Herbst ever since he lost his ride and showed a video of Jimmy Johnson just, dominating, right? But obviously Riley Herbst isn't, winning, but he's definitely stepped it up a little bit, and it's good for him to keep having those good runs and continue to go on. And then I'll bring up William Byron because I feel like this is something we haven't seen all season, right? And then I feel like this is the William Byron we expect to see. Winning stages, top five all day. Like that's the William Byron we expect to see. And then, so good for him. Hopefully it's a turnaround for him as well.
Well, we all know where this is going, right? We know we're gonna pick Bowman here. I mean, previous winner, he struggled. It's just honestly a good run that he's needed. I may glaze him, but I don't glaze him as much as DJ glazes Larson. So, and honestly, DA stole my Brad thing, but JHN kind of disappointing, especially the way Legacy's been running.
Is it disappointing or are we surprised?
Yes.
Both.
Alrighty. Well, thank you for that. Um, Anybody have thoughts about the race? Want to touch on anything before we move on to the O'Reilly?
I
Yeah.
just want to say that when Chase Elliott started on the outside, he reminded myself a lot of me in NASCAR 25 on restarts, where like we're really good for about 3 laps and then we just suck. Um, I don't know what happened at all. I think running the O'Reilly race the night before kind of helped him when it came to restarts, knowing what you can and can't do and how hard you can push the car. But yeah, after restarts, that 9 car was just pretty mid.
Yeah, it was really weird. I did not expect that at all.
Yeah, I also got one real quick. Tyler Reddick, man, having two straight mechanical failures in a row. Is that something we need to look at now, or is it just a cold streak? Because they really started falling off here the past few weeks.
Yeah, that golden horseshoe isn't up their ass anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that bold prediction I had 6 points away. So that's looking pretty good for me.
Yeah, we'll get into the point soon. But thank you all for giving your opinions about the race. Congrats to Chase Briscoe. That team has really been needing a win. They've been up there fighting. Just luck hasn't been their way, and they finally got one. Now we move on to the O'Reilly race. I don't got much to talk about it other than the 54, the 20, and the 88 were pretty much the guys to beat. I know stage one was dominated by Zillage, but the moment that he got back there with a caution or whatever, oh no, he ran out of fuel, didn't he? Right? Is that what it was? Yeah, he ran out of fuel. Kind of funny, but he wasn't able to even gain the track position. He kind of wrecked himself twice. The tire, went off, and then he just spun himself the second time. So after that, it was the 88 won stage two of Elliott, and then stage three was kind of 54, 88, 20, just all in the top three, whatever which way, depending on the restart, depending on like where you started, which lane you were in. At the end, it came down to two cautions that were huge. We had one caution where the 88 was fourth, and you had the two Joe Gibbs guys in the front row. Jesse tries to make it three below the JGR cars, and the 88 went around the outside, taking the lead. And then a caution came out again for a green white checkered. The 88 was the leader, and then the 20 was on the inside. And on the restart, the 20 just got the best of Elliott, and Brandon Jones is your winner.
2026 O'Reilly Series champion.
So we'll give the rating of the race before we get into that stupid comment right there. I'm just kidding.
I can't wait till it happens.
But first, I mean, my rating it was kind of boring at first. Actually, it was kind of the opposite of the Cup race. I thought the first part of the race was kind of then the intensity picked up for stage 2, then stage 3. I thought it was a little bit better than the Cup race just based off of how you could pass and how you could run the wall. I gave that an 8.2, so I'm going to give this an 8.6 for the O'Reilly race. How about you, DA?
I don't know, man. I feel like that was one of my favorite races of the season with the O'Reilly Auto Parts series. The passing was fantastic. Like running the different lines, this car race so good, and the ending was fantastic as well. 4 wide on that restart, like you brought up. I gotta give it like a 9.1 for me. That was awesome racing for me.
I think looking at this race, I think it's easy to kind of be like DA, where you think it is a really good race. But outside of restarts, I felt like there really wasn't that much passing. I think the restarts were super exciting. We definitely saw that. But I mean, once the run got on, I mean, it was kind of boring. But I mean, the restarts were electric. The finish was electric. Um, so it makes for great entertainment. But true racing, I would probably give this around the same as the Cup. I'd probably go an 8.
Yeah, I think the race itself was really good. Um, I don't know how I feel about putting it over the Cup race. Well, I guess I would put it over the Cup race, but it wouldn't be by much, right? I enjoyed the restarts. Restarts, like Hunter said, were electric, right? Um, and then yeah, the O'Reilly 2026 champion win, so that was pretty cool to watch, right? Um, but but no, I love the restarts, and then you had the best driver in the field finished third, so that was pretty cool. I'll give the race an 8.6.
I'm be a little lower here. I didn't really see much, but from the highlights that I did watch, I kind of agree with Hunter, which is insane to say, but I'll give it like a 7.8.
I would like to call a fat timeout really quick. What did you say, Cody?
So the best driver in the field finished third place.
Like, are you talking about like in general, like the field for the season? Or are you talking about the field that night?
The both.
So you think Jesse Love is better than Chase Elliott and Justin Allgaier?
Yep.
I can tell you haven't been working at Chick-fil-A lately because of your injury, because you've not been drug tested in a while. Just insane statement, dude. Just insane.
I that is wild.
I would rather hear DJ glaze Kyle Larson than hear something that stupid again.
I was really expecting Hunter saying after that moment, but
Is DJ alive, by the way? Where the hell did he go?
yeah, I don't know.
He's not feeling the best right now.
Oh, DJ. Oh, he's spun out of turn, coming out of turn 4. He's in the grass. They're pulling him out.
He's self-spiraling. Got it.
Was there a tree in the way this time, or?
No, there was no tree. He just lost talent, got loose, and now he's stuck in the grass.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, we can highlight some finishers here. I don't know who to highlight. Well, first, let's do Nick Sanchez. He hasn't been in the car in a while. I think him in the 87 was it's a pretty good. Him and Austin Green kind of splitting that ride is kind of cool because I think both of them guys are very underrated. Austin Greens, especially on the road courses. But Nick Sanchez has some talent. And one guy that I want to negatively talk about is Corey Day. I thought this was going to be the race that he was going to do way better, just based off of the line. You could run the outside. He was just kind of mid. Like he faded pretty fast after the start of the race, and he was literally running 15th to 19th. So, and he finished 19th.
Dude, and to add on to Nick Sanchez, I feel like a lot of people are missing the fact that NASCAR like screwed him in stage one. They thought he was a lap down and they scored him wrong all of stage two. So he couldn't make up really any track position in stage two. And to still finish 12th was extremely impressive, especially in nowhere near top end equipment.
Well, I'll go ahead and start with my drivers. I think I'm going to start with who I was impressed with. I mean, I didn't really see this dude too much. He just quietly got a good top 10, and that's Cole Custer in the number 0. Not the best equipment in the world, but he knows how to drive those O'Reilly Auto Parts cars really well. So good finish for him. Then someone I was disappointed with is actually Anthony Alfredo. I mean, the Viking Motorsports have been really good. Then they just kind of have a down race here, finishing 26. So hope to see more from him in the future.
Yeah, for me, it's a guy that really hasn't had a ton of success this season like I anticipated, but a top 5 on Saturday, Austin Hill, quiet top 5. I feel like he wasn't really talked about very much, but he was able to finish in 5th. And then honestly, the best car all race, Taylor Gray, unfortunate, kind of lost some positions on the last restart, or second to last restart, I believe. And he ends up coming home 7th, but I mean, I definitely think he was the car to beat. No doubt about it, Saturday night. So definitely unfortunate for him, but still, I mean, a good points day, 43 points, nothing to hang your head on, especially after running out of fuel the week before at Sonoma and losing a ton of points.
Yeah. The first one I want to highlight is Brent Cruz, right? I mean, he's been impressive this whole season. And then to go to a track he has absolutely zero experience at, and go and get a top 5 is super impressive, for him. So I want to highlight him, and then um, just a negative is Jeb Burton, just because I don't like him. He did bad. So heck yeah, I'm proud.
Okay, well, I don't like this guy, but I'm gonna give him his respect where it's due. Cole Custer, good job, top 10 finish. Honestly, think he'd be good just being a lifer down there, but Also, Corey Day, you suck.
I don't know how I missed it. How the hell did Connor Zilic finish in the top 10 after spinning by himself 18 times?
I have no idea.
How did they have tires left?
I don't think they did. I think
I
that
mean, I
was
guess that's kind of impressive to like spin yourself out. I think was it 3 times or no? He ran out of fuel once and then spun himself twice,
yeah.
and to still get a top 10. I mean, that's some Jimmy Johnson stuff right there.
Yeah, that's wild. I swear, like I hate that his rookie season in the Cup Series has been so bad because people are having some real questions about him, and I'm like, it
I think
sucks.
he's extremely talented, but I literally think it's just I mean it's life. Like everything went right for that dude last year.
Yeah,
Like
it's
at some point things had to go wrong and
it's
they're all going
literally
wrong right
all
now.
this year. Yeah, it doesn't matter what series he's in, and then I'll talk about it doesn't matter what series you're in. I mean, Chase Elliott, he's dealt with Toyotas all year in the Cup Series, and then all of a sudden they want to be the best in the O'Reilly Series on Saturday. So he was probably done with this. But no. Also, one thing I want to point out, not because he's my favorite driver, but at the end of the race, I've never heard Chase say, "I hate losing," ever. Like I've never heard that from him, and he said, "Yeah, it was fun. I love the race, but I hate losing." Like that was cool to see. Like it shows that he has drive that I haven't seen from him in a while. So
It does, and dude, I wish he was here right now because I'm gonna say this too. You know what I love about Chase Elliott? Yes, he probably could have sent it in 3 and 4 and maybe roughed up Brandon Jones and maybe had a chance for the win. But he said, "Yeah, Brandon's raced me clean in the past, and I'm not a full time guy, so I wasn't gonna race him too tough for the win." Kyle Larson wouldn't care. Kyle Larson would have dumped Brandon Jones in a heartbeat and not thought twice about it and been like, I'm just racing for the win, just racing for the win. Can you hear me? You know, I mean, yeah, just a class act versus Kyle Larson.
This is
Can you hear me?
this is a whole meme podcast. Like last week I thought was bad, but this week it's getting good. Well, that's all we had for that. Congratulations to Brandon Jones. Really stellar effort. I mean, it's crazy to beat one of the best guys in the field like that straight up. Good job to him. That's all I got for the two races this weekend. DA, I mean, sorry, DCD. Do you want to give the ratings this?
Yeah. So we had 1.9 million for Cup. TNT/True TV was up 33% and 19% from Atlanta 2 last year is what took place. But it was also down 13% from last year's Sonoma. O'Reilly 1.14 million. That's up 18% from last year. And then not a lot of news. Jordan Anderson driving the 32 at Atlanta, and then Lewis Foster will be driving the 76 truck.
What was the ratings down originally? The first one?
For Cup
Yeah.
from Sonoma from last year, Sonoma was down 13%.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Nice, dude. That's so crazy.
Hey Hunter, you know what I found out earlier?
What?
I found out if you look at the NBM Motorsports logo, there was a 13 in it.
At the what?
The NBM Motorsports logo. The B is
MBM.
There's a 13 in the 13 is a B.
I can vouch for that. That is absolutely true. I saw it.
I also have another question. Dunway, is there like either did you like enter your camera when you were reading those, or does your camera just like zoom in?
It does that
Because
automatically. I don't know how
while
to
you were
turn it off.
reading, you were just
I don't know. It just does it. I don't know how to turn it off. Oh well.
Oh, that's funny. All right.
I mean, it did lean forward, but it zoomed in. But
we can actually move on to in the draft questions. I do have the points, but we'll go over all the points all at once, since we do not have the paint scheme review this week. So go ahead if you're ready.
all right. This first one, I'm pretty passionate about this one, so y'all better not piss me off with your answers. Should Zane Smith and SVG be penalized? They did not come over the radio like Ryan Preece and say anything as if it was intentional. But if you have more than 3 brain cells and you watched it, they were both pretty intentional. So do you think they deserve to be penalized?
Well, I know back in the day they wouldn't, but I feel like with how dangerous this car can be sometimes, because we saw Bell get hurt getting hit hard. I feel like they probably should be, considering how fast it is, you know. And I didn't see the Hocevar one, like what led to that, but yeah, that's pretty dangerous for them to do. So yeah, I think they probably should be, honestly.
I think it's like I feel like I understand if they don't get penalized, right? But I feel like it is like a thing where they should. You obviously see it's intentional, but they didn't say anything over the radio. So I get where if they don't get penalized because they didn't say anything over the radio. But if you have brain cells like Hunter said and you have ears to listen, you can tell that it was definitely intentional. So I think a penalty should be given to both.
I think Zane will. I think Van Guggenheimer definitely won't.
Can
Why?
you elaborate on
Yeah.
that? Yeah, I'm intrigued to
don't
hear
know.
why you think one will get one and one won't.
I just got a feeling.
Okay, interesting.
I got a feeling.
I think what NASCAR will do is no. And the reason why. So I'll tell you NASCAR what they'll do and what I think. Is because no one said anything over the radio. That's the only reason why anybody's got a penalty in the most recent purposeful intentional wrecks. Is because they've said it over the radio that their intent was to deliberately wreck somebody. Obviously, you can see that the intent is still there. It's just based off of he said what she said type of thing. Uh, so, but me personally, actually, I don't care. I don't care if they get a penalty. Like, I don't know if I would give them a penalty just based off of like, I mean, Hocevar has kind of done his thing. I don't understand why SVG did the Austin Hill. I think that would be more of a, hey, if I see anything like that again, you would get a penalty moving forward. But like, I think it's fine. I think it's fair.
So here's my thing. All right. I like semi agree with you, Dylan. I think it's fine, but my issue is just NASCAR's inconsistency. Um, they say they don't want intentional wrecking. Well, you've made it to where everybody can see all the data now, so you can tell now if it was intentional. They don't have to say if it was intentional. You can see if it was intentional. All right. Second thing, I don't think we ever talked about this. So after the Ryan Priest penalty, like I really like sat and thought about it. Why the hell didn't Denny Hamlin get a penalty last year at New Hampshire for wrecking Ty Gibbs? He said that he was going to move him. He dumped him. But it's just NASCAR's inconsistency. And my thing is I'm all for beating and banging, but I don't necessarily like the intentional wrecking at mile and a half just because of the speed that they're carrying. Like Austin Hill, that was a big hit. That was a really big hit, and I know they've obviously made some strides in the safety of this car. I mean, think about how hard Kurt Busch hit in qualifying on his back end. Like, if this was years ago, I mean, Austin Hill might not have walked away from that car. That like he might have had to have been on a stretcher to get out of that thing. Um, so I'm not a big fan of just the inconsistency. I don't think either one of them will get a penalty just because, like I said, they didn't say anything. But I don't feel like you should have to say something for NASCAR to know if it's intentional or not, especially with all the data that has to be shared. So I don't think they will get a penalty, but I think NASCAR needs to figure out a line of, hey, we're going to allow this, we're not going to allow this, and that needs to be like clear black and white. Like it can't be a gray area anymore because we don't. You can't have drivers not know what they can get away with and what they can. Like it has to be clear. Like I personally didn't think Ryan Priest deserved a penalty, even after looking at the video and looking at the data. He never touched Gibbs. He never touched him. At no point did he touch him in that corner. He packed a lot of air and got him loose, but he never touched him. I mean, it's the same thing as Cindric with Elliott last week. They never touched each other, but I mean, I don't even think Cedric packed air, but like it was close, is what I'm saying. Like they were really close to each other. So I don't understand why Priest got a penalty, and then we're just probably going to let these two go scot free this week. My next question. So there's this big idea. All the simulations have been ran, and there's an 85% chance that if you're in the top 6, you have a chance to win the chase. My question: I don't think Briscoe or Bell are going to move their way up to the top 6, but can one of those two be the guy that kind of breaks the stipulation that you have to be top 6 to win a championship?
I'm not really sure. I really don't think so, to be honest. I just don't think they have, unless they get really hot. I just don't think they have the speed at all right now. I know that they Toyotas and stuff going on, but I just don't think they're consistent enough to do it.
Let's
DJ,
go blazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, DJ's back. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, man.
Did you hear that question, by the way?
Yeah. In my opinion, Bale could, because if we look at the season so far, Bale has, I feel like, compared to Denny and Reddick, he has been the closest to raw speed to them. And we know how Bale is. He's going to hit a hot streak eventually. Right now, he's on a hot streak of bad luck and second place finishes. But we know he is due for his multiple wins. And I think if anyone could break that stipulation or whatever you call it, that you have to be top 6, I think it could be Christopher Bell.
Before you go, Cody, I just want to say this. This might what episode is this, Dylan?
Season 4, 23.
So we're on episode 23. This might be the first time you've said anything smart, DJ. So I really want to clip this. I am extremely shocked. I had zero expectations going into this when you came back. So congratulations, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, I think Briscoe is like a great driver, right? And I feel like you look at him as in like you see we were waiting to see like that full season put together after him getting 3 wins last year. And he had horrible luck at the start, and then now he's starting to pick up in uh he starts to pick up in the summer, and we see that a lot, right? Um, and I feel like that's like the opposite of a lot of drivers. Like they have their downfalls in the summer. But I don't know if it's enough to, build them up into the chase uh, and go throughout the chase and not be top six, right? But I do think Bell is that guy to do it. Just like DJ said, he's the type of guy to get on a hot streak and just start winning out of nowhere. Um, and personally, hey, I'd love to see it. No bias or anything at all, right? But I think Bell's the guy to do it if it were to happen.
Um, yeah, I think Bill has the more raw speed, but I also think Briscoe, like Cody said, is one of those guys. As soon as he rips one win, like there could be 4 or 5 more coming. So
Uh, yes, I agree with everyone. Like all y'all pretty much said yes, right? That's what I heard. Yeah.
Except
So,
for DA.
uh, so I looked at the points where they are right now. Briscoe is 8th, only like a few points back to be 7th. So technically that's not far away. That's only 5 points behind 6th place. If one of them wins 3 or 4 races, in the chase, I think I think that they're going to be close to the number 1 seed, as long as the other guys like don't win 3 or 4 races as well, right? Like so, let's say out of the first 7 of the chase, this guy has 3 wins or 4, and only 3 other guys have won 1, right? I think that's possible, and I think mathematically it's not far off. I think people said top 6 because of the gap, but with this win extra bonus, I think it's so huge that I think it could flip. I don't think top 6 is just the answer. I think 8. The top 8 is really where you want to be, if you want to be hot. So yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think both of them can do it. I think Christopher Bell is the more likely one to kind of get on a hot streak and come back and do it. Um, and I mean, I'm looking at the points myself. I mean, I think seventh is obtainable for obviously Briscoe. He's only 3 points behind seventh, and Bell is only 29 points out of seventh place. So I mean, I think seventh is obtainable for both of them. Well, one of them. They both can't get seventh, but um, I think just like you said, like the top eight, like I mean, even right now, like the top 10, I think there's only 2 people in the top 10 that I wouldn't consider like legitimate championship contenders, and that would be Briscoe and Hocevar, or not Busher and Hocevar. I don't look at them as legitimate championship contenders, but other than that, like everybody in the top 10 is in my opinion, especially after the reset, like they have a shot. I think it kind of goes back to my issue that I've mentioned multiple times about the points. I don't think it's a big enough gap for the winning like 25 points. If Briscoe starts in, we'll say seventh, how many points back would he be if he's in seventh? I don't feel like doing math right now.
55.
55. So, I mean, a win, and I mean, shoot, say he like picks up 10 stage points. That's 65 points. Uh, Second place gets 35 points. All of a sudden, it's a 20-point gap in 1 week, and it's like, wow, well, that was quick. So I don't know. I definitely think both of them can do it. If I had to pick one that I think is more likely to do it, I would lean Bell. My last
Especially with,
question. What? Go ahead, DJ.
I was about to say, especially with how much raw speed he's shown this week or this year. I mean, even at early off Phoenix, he was racing Blaney all race, and then obviously Texas, I think we all agreed he was the fastest car, and then just unfortunate timing. And I think Michigan too. I think Michigan he was really fast, and then again unfortunate timing. I think off of just pure speed, I think Christopher Bell's been the fastest driver this year. Not saying he's putting it together, but
Yeah, I think him and Denny are definitely comparable in speed. But my last question: we're headed to Atlanta, boys. And yes, the super speedway style racing is very fun. It is. But I think people forget how much fun old Atlanta was. The old surface, tires wearing in like 5 laps, just slipping and sliding around. So we know what new Atlanta looks like in these cars. Do we think old Atlanta in these cars would put on a better show?
I would say it's dependent on the tire that Goodyear would bring. If it like wears good and it's like not don't have any like crazy blowouts. Well, we'll see blowouts because old Atlanta if it actually happened. But I feel like it would be like a decent. I don't know about a great race because next gen I'm not really the biggest fan of next gens, right? How they are, but I'd say it'd be at least an okay race. I don't know if it's a good race, but I'd say it'd be okay.
uh, I think it would be more like a Michigan style race a little bit. I know it's a bigger, what I guess mile and a half, I guess technically, or something like that. But I feel like in these cars are just so like. So you're saying change the entire like package and everything. Don't bring the super speedway package.
Yeah, just the regular mile and a half package.
No, no, no,
Uh,
no, no. So the track goes back to the old surface.
And we bring the regular mile and a half package.
Yeah, so like what they ran at Kansas.
I I, I just feel like I've always felt like Atlanta is a bigger mile and a half track, if that makes sense. I kind of think it would be like Auto Club
More
in
high
the next
speed
gen.
mile and a half is what you're saying.
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it would be more like that Auto Club in 2022 that we saw, like crazy runs and, just following each other in line, but still like good runs, good racing. So I do think it would put on a good show. And also depending on what tire Goodyear brings.
I also I'm sorry to cut you off again, Cody.
You're
You
good.
know, you did really well in the last question, DJ.
Okay.
You probably should have just disappeared again and left that question alone. But
Damn it, you
I
can fuck with me.
appreciate the effort, man.
Thanks.
um, I don't know. Like I think like the tire that they bring is like a very big key, right? Like DJ said, but I feel like the excitement that we get from Atlanta over, Talladega and Daytona is so much more, and how much we enjoy like the racing and seeing the runs from the new Atlanta. Um, I feel like I mean, you see a lot of like comers and goers, right? But I feel like with the old Atlanta, you're gonna see like, the same people, right? The people that are good at saving tire, the people that are, going to take advantage of what needs to be taken advantage of with the tire. But I feel like the new Atlanta just makes you more entertained. Um, I would lead towards the new Atlanta, in my opinion.
I think New Atlanta's better, honestly.
I'm excited for this. I'm actually gonna go New Atlanta as well, and the reason why is because
I did not see that comment.
I
yeah,
knew that was coming.
I think that the old Atlanta was so old that it was so hard to make anything look good. Like I think it was so bad. Like the surface was that old that it doesn't matter. Everyone's tires were so bad that the field was just so spread out. It didn't matter. But because of the super speedway package that we have now, this is the only track that actually super speedway is exciting and fun. I will take this in this the scheme of the schedule that we have and the car that we have right now. But if Daytona and Talladega were way better, then maybe I would say Old Atlanta. But just because of the way the whole season is right now, this is the one weekend that I'm like yes, I can't wait to see side by side drafting and exciting racing. So that's why I picked new.
So I think for me, I'm 50-50 on this. Because I personally I loved old Atlanta. Like I loved seeing people's tires be just absolutely gone and the drivers hanging on, and you could just really see who could wheel a car. And I mean, a lot of times you saw Jimmy, Jeff, and Kevin. I mean, those were the three that you really saw shine at Atlanta. And I mean, those are probably the three of the best to ever do it. So I personally love that. Although like I do love a super speedway style racing. I think for me, I do enjoy like the randomness that a super speedway can bring, but at the same time, like I love seeing like the best of the best get on the wheel and drive the thing. And honestly, I don't think it matters what kind of tire you brought for old Atlanta. You could have brought four bricks. I mean, they were going to be worn out by 15 laps. But I mean, I love that. Um, but I will admit that this new Atlanta is very fun. It's very chaotic. I think obviously Chase having a little bit of success there makes me enjoy it a little bit more. But it's fun. It is fun. So personally, I don't care what they do. I just think Atlanta's great. But if I had to pick one, I guess I'd go New Atlanta. And that's all I got for this week.
I know why DJ doesn't like it. Larson can't win his super speedways.
To be fair, in 2021 he didn't win there either, and I didn't like it then. So
I'll be
AJ with
100% honest. I had like a small aneurysm, like trying to understand what the hell you were saying during your answer about it being a bigger mile and a half. I don't know how it can be a bigger mile and a
I
half. It's a mile and a half.
I know, I know it's like he said, higher
Faster.
speed.
Yeah, faster
Yeah,
amount of
it just makes it.
But
It's
when you were saying it, I'm like, well, it's not a
yeah,
1 3/4. It's a mile and a half. They're the same size.
This ain't the tricky triangle.
it's just like to me like you cannot convince me that Charlotte and Texas are the same size, but they are. Like I
Well,
don't
then you
know.
just convinced
Yeah.
yourself. I don't,
But
All right,
like,
all right.
so I
I'm gonna
I
stop
understand
talking.
what you're saying. I do. I just think the way you worded it sounded like it was bigger in a sense of
Yeah,
like the actual size. But no, you mean the horse, not the horsepower. That's all the same. But like the miles per hour and
yeah.
the
just the runs.
banking, man, the banking is
Yeah.
different in the corners, and that's why they carry more speed. And they got the same horsepower, but the aerodynamics of the Toyotas are cheating. And
Yeah.
I do
Keep
want to
going.
Yeah.
point out, I feel like because like the speeds are so be so high at Old Atlanta, that even though the surface is old, right? But I feel like it kind of like leaned towards the way of like most mile and a halves are. I mean, you're constantly in the throttle at high speeds, so I feel like that could definitely be a little unsafe. You know, like how Michigan is. You're not really. I mean, I think like 2014, I think it was. I mean, we were reaching like uh
Yeah.
past 200, like 205, and then you would slow down to like 185, right? And it makes sense. Like that's what mile and a halves or tracks like Michigan should be. But yeah, it's then we've seen the repercussions of that at this Michigan race that we had a few weeks ago. But I mean, hopefully they can figure that out as well.
get off our door.
That's the
Hold a
first
better
time.
line, dude.
That's so funny. Well, thank you for those questions. We got 11 minutes to kind of finish the pod because go USA. So we'll go ahead and move on to the points. Um, let's see. Can you all see this?
Breaking news. Nope, not yet.
Not yet.
Nope.
Okay. Why is this?
I do have a really quick request.
Yeah, go ahead.
I know we typically do the DA shot last, but DA shot is going to determine my night.
Okay.
DA, if you make it, I'm going to put $100 on the United States to win, and if you miss, I'm just not going
Oh,
to do it. So, um,
Go ahead.
Oh,
Actually, let's go full screen right now.
you
Stop
want me to do
sharing.
that now?
oh,
Yep.
yeah.
yeah,
Just
because
hold
the game
DA
starts
up by
soon,
himself.
so I
That's a
I have to put it in before the game starts.
that's a lot of pressure, but we'll do it. Let's hurry do it.
If anyone's
my.
gonna do it, it's gonna be DA.
He's gonna break the shit out of this.
Well, if he misses, I don't have to bet $100. I mean, it is what it is. But if he does, I'm just gonna send it.
We missed it.
All right.
All right, we'll put 99.
Yeah.
For Parker Retzloff.
Double
Yep.
or nothing.
And that's Parker. That shot doesn't determine if we win or not. It just determines if he's betting. Okay, let's not panic here.
Alrighty. Here's the O'Reilly points. Don't look
Yeah,
at
cool. Anyway,
yeah.
Don't look at Retzloff.
Don't look
He
at
is
Retzloff's
not the
number.
88.
That's
It's
an excellent.
about time we got him in a good car.
he'd probably be fantastic in that car.
But yeah, so here's that.
Yeah, cool. Anyway,
Yeah, we can move on to
there we go.
the Cup Series. The points lead has grown a lot with Tyler Reddick's performance, minus 44. Chase moved up to 5th.
Who'd he pass?
Oh, man.
Kyle Larson is the only guy in the top 5 without a win. Yeah, well, he's not in the top 5, and he still doesn't have a win.
By 1 point. 1 point.
Who cares? Eric Jones in the chase again. We're living life.
They get
Yeah.
to deal with Ryan Priest, though. It's gonna be a tough battle.
Hey, can we talk
Yeah,
about
that's-
Cindric for a second, though? This is actually kind of impressive. I have not seen the Fords, obviously, but, like, he's the only one that's close to even... That's not Blaney or Buescher, which those are way better than any other Ford driver right now. But I just think it's pretty impressive that he's 15th.
I don't even know how he got there. to be
I
honest.
don't. That's my point. Is like it's
He's
just
just been quiet.
It's just been quiet.
It's been a good year for him.
Any thoughts around this?
Brad.
Had the-
Brad needs to figure it out, man. He's dropping points a lot these last few weeks. He needs to get that camp together, start getting some points.
I mean,
that is-
shout out Joey.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joey's
Rough.
been good.
He came into the night. He was 20th in points. Picked up 2 spots, and he's only 16 points out of the chase right now. And I mean, like you said, the Fords are just not it right now. So, just a guy I refuse to count out. I mean, even though this format's less likely to have something crazy
It's an
like
even
that
year.
happen, but I mean, I don't know. Joey's just I refuse to count him out.
I think Allmendinger's a good one to look at too.
Yeah,
Minus 16 out as well. And without
it's-
Chevy support, that's very impressive for the situation that they're in. So I think if he had Chevy support, I think he'd be around like
yeah.
Dub or SVG.
I'm excited for when they go to Dodge, whenever that is, and they get like some OEM support to see what AJ can actually do. Like, obviously they've had support before, but it hasn't been the top support. I feel like now, since they get no support, they've actually been better, which is kind of ironic. But really good stuff here. The battle for third in points is actually really starting to close in. Ty has chipped away at Blaney. And then we talked about Briscoe and Bell. They've climbed up the ladder a lot. But yeah, that's all we have for this. So now we have our points. Hunter has the lead with 101 points. Cody moves
Yeah, we hit the century mark.
Cody is minus 4 back, tied with DA. DJ moved down to 4th, minus 6. I'm still 5th, minus 10. Damon moved up to 6th, minus 17. And then basement boy down there, DCD.
Negative 18, just how I like.
Oh,
What? Anyways.
anyway,
we'll go ahead and start off with the win pick for the truck race. DCD, you got that?
Parker Kligerman.
Wait, the trucks are racing? I thought they were at Wilkesboro. I thought
they're
that was
Lime
their next
Rock.
race.
I have
Oh,
Jamin's.
I didn't know the trucks raced this week. Crap.
Trust me, you got time, dude. Don't worry.
yeah,
You're
you
up
gotta
there.
think about it.
I also want to point out that Damon didn't pick for like 3 weeks, and he's not in last place.
Corey Day and Brad sold me. I mean,
Well,
You had the
Damon
first pick and you picked
also
40.
took Parker for a truck, so I am getting a different guy for him.
I told him to give 2 guys because he's not. He's such an
He
idiot.
did for every other one except for trucks.
I mean, that's
You
fair.
think-
He probably didn't think Parker Klinger was going to go first,
I didn't think you would either, but here we are.
which, yeah. Well,
I can't find the entry list.
So you got to actually click on it. There's a small link you got to click on.
Yeah. So click
Or-
on the truck race, and it's on the news, and then you see like
Aha.
yeah.
He said Caden Honeycutt will win.
Okay.
What a bastard! Doesn't be my pick if you slip through.
Ew.
Well, I'm gonna pick the Lane Van Gisbergen.
Knew that was coming.
No, let me show.
No memento por favor.
My goodness, why are you not prepared?
Vámonos,
Come on.
chico. Vámonos.
Who the heck is that?
Do you know who's driving the 5 truck? It's still like vacant. Who's driving that 5?
It is still to be announced.
Thanks.
Gonna be Corey Heim. They have to.
You know
announce it, right?
what? He had a really impressive day at San Diego. Jimmy Chandler Smith.
Oh, that's my pick. Anyway,
Yeah, you can take anyone but the guy I want.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to win this because they all took all the good guys. I'm going to go ahead and take Thomas Annunziata to win it.
That's actually a really good pick.
I know. He's really impressive in ARCA, at least. I've seen him.
The top
drive
10
pretty good.
inbound.
That's who I was saying. Who is that to?
He's better. He's better.
I'm telling you right now, this is the guy that
Yeah.
I've been wanting to have a good chance, a good shot, and a good ride, and hey, we're getting it.
Is he like the next up?
I mean, he's pretty good. I wouldn't say he's the next step, right? But I mean, he's definitely up and coming for sure.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the guy I wanted from the start, Gio Ruggiero. Thank you.
Well, the pickings are slim. I mean, Chris Wright is on the board.
Right.
Right. I get it.
Give me Connor Mozak.
Not bad, actually. Not a bad pick.
Connor
Give it
over.
Losack. Yep. Good job.
Nice.
Now we're down to the O'Reilly race. Do you DCD? What you got?
You're mudded.
Y'all probably think y'all know where I'm going. I'm
Oh
not
my
going
God.
there.
Oh my gosh.
Why are you going to be stupid? Just take the dude we all know is going to win.
Nah, Harrison Burton.
Jesus Christ.
Well, in breaking news, Damon takes Austin Hill.
Well,
Wow,
there's
no
3
way.
points.
It's okay. I'm actually gonna pick the winner
Don't
here.
you do it. Don't you do it.
Please do it.
We're picking Jake Finch.
Ooh.
Okay,
Ooh. Okay.
All right.
He's a demon. On the,
I see a very interesting
super
name.
speedways in Arca.
This dude is driving the 47. I didn't know he raced. Carson Ware is not winning this race, but he's racing. We're taking Rajah Caruth. I was very impressed with him at the end of the last Atlanta race. He was willing that thing. I think he's going to be better. Rajah Caruth will win.
Anyway, so I really want Austin Hill, but some way to screw it up. Anyway,
He wasn't getting to you.
you never knew. You never know. Anyway, I was going to take his teammate Jesse Love because he's also good. So
Yeah, just
You
Love
suck.
is a good pick.
He's wrecking lap 1.
Well, why not? Because I know who Hunter's gonna take. So give me fast pasta.
yeah, we know what Hunter's taking. We can just hurry up and get through it.
Hey, man, he finished runner-up there in the spring, baby. He's going to get the first spot this time. Give me my goat Parker Retzlaff.
Hunter every week with the O'Reilly series. Give me Parker Retzlaff. I swear.
It's like DA when Ross. It's like DA when Ross Chastain races.
All right. Now we go full screen for the Cup race. Give me 1 second. I'll actually say the title sponsor in this one.
Heck yeah.
It's at 7 p.m. July 12th. Echo Park Speedway, no, Atlanta. 260 laps, 400 miles. Actually,
It's actually called that.
Mhm.
It's actually called that. It's funny.
what is it called? I can't even see it.
It's at least for on NASCAR websites, it's the Quaker State 400 available at Walmart. Not sponsored, by the way.
That's funny. Who is going to suck DCD?
Kyle Larson. Sorry,
I
DJ.
didn't even look at mine. Does he have anything? I don't think so, right?
No.
He also said Kyle Larson, I guess.
Oh, that's cool. I think the bad luck continues. Tyler Reddick.
Ooh. Okay, now it's my turn, right?
I can confirm
DJ?
Damon did say Larson will suck.
Okay, good.
DJ, who's yours? I didn't know if you heard.
Oh, it's my turn? I
Yeah.
thought it was
Yeah.
DA.
Yeah,
No,
you
it's
go,
my
Sean.
okay. Kyle Larson will suck.
Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and be different because that's really easy to hop on the Kyle Larson thing. I think he's gonna suck. Anyway, I think that Chase Briscoe is gonna struggle. He's gonna get caught up in a wreck.
Interesting.
I'm
Why do we
expecting
all
in
say
10
interesting at the same
seconds
time?
for him to be typing.
I'm gonna be a little. Can I pick two?
No.
What?
Dang it! All right, well I'll pick the one who's gonna go flying, Ryan Preece.
Oh, ooh, easy one right there, I guess. The frequent flyer.
I think Denny Hamlin's gonna suck this week. He hasn't had a great track record at this new Atlanta, so I think we see him finally come back to earth for 1 week.
Who is going to have a good run? DCD.
Oh my God! Boo.
That's
Oh, he's
Bowman.
Bowman.
Boo!
Crazy.
So original.
Damon thinks that Zane Smith will have a good run at Atlanta.
Ooh,
Okay.
nice. I actually think his teammate, Todd Gillett, is going to have a good run.
I feel like he's been struggling last couple of weeks, so I'm gonna say Ryan Blaney will have a good run.
All right. As long as this dude keeps two wheels on the steering wheel, we should be okay and not try to wave and almost crash himself. I think Riley Herbst has a good race.
That's funny.
I think. Oh wait, it's Cody. Crap, I'm used to Dylan being ahead of me.
Well, because I can't pick him to win, but I know he's gonna win. So give me Eric Jones to have a good run.
Oh wow.
I think a guy that's won here before, and he's ran pretty well here every single time we go here. I think Daniel Suarez has a good run.
Solid pick.
Good pick.
Now, who is going to win DCD?
Austin Hill is going to win.
Okay.
But you pick him
You're
for
telling
Cup?
me
I
you're
think you
taking
got the
him.
series confused.
Yeah, I got you confused, but
Let's just get through these picks so I can get away from him.
History likes to repeat itself. Just trust me.
Just trust me.
I hate Damon for this because this was my pick, but Damon is taking Daniel Suarez.
okay.
I'm actually picking front row across the board. Zane Smith is winning at Atlanta.
Someone can fact check me if I picked this guy already. I don't believe I have,
Depends who it is.
but I know who he was good here last year. Give me Bad Brad.
Brad is still available for you.
Yeah, give me Bad Brad to win this week.
Brad Keselowski won
Not a
his
good idea.
race.
I know from experience.
All right, so Now it's my turn. I think this dude's well known as a good super speedway racer. We're going to take Austin Syndrome to win the race.
Well, did not expect to get him because I feel like I don't know where else to take him. And why not take him here? Give me Hocevar.
Oh, Hocevar.
Oh, wow, that threw a wrench in my plans. I'm actually going to use kind of a big name here at a draft style track.
I almost did.
I've laid up the last couple weeks and it's worked out, but I'm gonna go for it all. Give me Ryan Blaney.
Solid picks. A lot of Fords this week. Y'all notice that?
Hopefully no one hits his right rear or anything.
That's a big question mark. Wow.
No one took Ryan Preece. Bold, smart move there.
Yeah, he's off my list already.
He's
Well,
not off mine, but I know where I'm taking him.
Well, thank you guys. It's after 8, so the soccer game, not football, has started.
Called the kickball tournament.
The kickball tournament is crazy. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. I appreciate the time. Everyone that tuned in, we had a total of 19 viewers. So thanks for that. If you're watching this later, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. If y'all like to add anything before we head out, this is your time.
Every Monday.
Every Monday.
Belgium waffles are overrated. Pancakes are better.
As Dale Jr. says, Cody.
Pancakes.
And Christopher David Bell is only 4 years
4 years old.
Peace.
And that check is worth $1 million.
Anybody can
$1
drive a
million.
Toyota.